Chris, they just kind of shot the lights out against you. What did you see defensively that made it hard to kind of get the contest?
Yeah, the first part was just pushing at us in transition, couldn't get set. They got to our paint, which allowed a lot of kick out and uncontested looks early. And once they got hot, they were hard to contain after that. Then we put ourselves behind, made a good comeback, but everything's got to go kind of perfect after that. But yeah, it was a lot of just loose defense early in the clock.
I think early on in the first quarter, it's like 7-1 in rebounds. Like they were, and another 14 offensive rebounds for them. How do you try and get a hold of that stat that seems to hurt you guys a lot?
Well, it's always when you're in scramble mode, it's hard to rebound when teams are getting to your paint early, and that's kind of been happening a lot in the beginning games. We just have to have more urgency to get back there and get set against a team that really likes to score it. And it's all part of the same thing. When you're behind the play from the beginning, you're usually behind the play at the end. They'll beat you to the rebound.
And then you only had 15 in the third. What are you seeing offensively that
we
really
missed a lot of good looks. I thought we missed a lot of good looks. We had good looks that just didn't go down. I think then we got frustrated a little bit. Big play at 74-70 when they called the out of bounds in the corner, which by all accounts looked like he was inbounds. Again, we had a tough one go against us, and they put another run on us. So.
Ant pretty much lived in the paint in that second quarter, and it played a big part in the comeback. What did you think of his shot selection in the second half, particularly like the third?
I mean, it was okay. I mean, we could have gotten better shots, I thought, in general out there. At times, I thought he and Kat were both trying to, make the comeback all by themselves. There were a lot of good passes to be had out there. When we did make them, we just didn't knock down shots. I just think we had to make them a little bit more consistently. So.
I'm sure you guys talk about it ahead of time and whatnot, but how weird is the point differential thing and trying to get guys?
It's not that weird to me. I'm used to it. I know how to coach it. So, it's weird for the fans. It's weird for the sportsmanship of the game right now. But it's what it is. So those are the rules. We got to play by them. So you got to try to tighten up the game at the end to give yourself a chance if it comes down to points differential. So, yeah.
Well, then what'd you think of just kind of the lift that Troy Brown tried to give with his energy?
Yeah, Troy was great. And we probably need a little bit more from our bench overall. Troy was a bright spot there. It was good to see him out there with his activity, his rebounding, and, made quick decisions on offense. So.
All season long, Ant on the court versus Ant off the court has been a huge disparity. Mm-hmm. What is it that he's doing, or what is it that doesn't happen when he's on and off?
Well, shot making is really key for him right now. He's been making shots. He's been living on a lot of tough shots, that he's gotten pretty good at, to be quite honest with you. Tonight he got to the line, and his ability to get to the heart of the defense and create offense for his teammates has been key. So.
Do you think that? One of the problems has been getting scoring off your bench, particularly from the backcourt. Is that something that's bit you again tonight to some extent?
Yeah, I don't think we didn't have enough punch off the bench in general. Some sloppy play off the bench too, but it's that's really not been the norm. They may not have always scored, but they've always played a little sharper than that. So,
was there maybe added intensity because of the in-season tournament implications tonight? Did you sense that?
The guys were ready to play. They were excited to play this game. All credit to Sacramento. They came out, punched us in the mouth. It took us a while to respond. It was definitely, both teams were up for it, you could see.
The pace tonight was pretty intense and a lot faster than a lot of the other games this year. Do you think the way Sacramento plays, did that lure you guys in, especially in the beginning of the game, first quarter, did that kind of lure you guys into playing a little bit faster than you're used to playing? And did that kind of impact any of the turnovers in transition tonight?
No, I don't think we got lured into playing faster than we wanted to. I don't think that was necessarily the case. They certainly play at a high speed, both down the floor and in the half court. It took us a little while to get them slowed down to some degree, but I don't really think it affected our offense that much. So.
Chris, in that second quarter, I know there's more context to it, but when Ant came out for a rest, you guys were -13 with him on the bench. Is there something that's not working when he goes to the bench like that?
Yeah, I
How
think
do
it's
you-
just the same question that Britt just asked me. I think our scoring drops a little bit. Been trying to stagger him and Cat a little bit more, but yeah, it's something that's been kind of up and down for us. Is our bench production? It's like right now we're struggling a little bit with it, but I also believe that our defense kind of dropped off too, more than anything else. So. Thanks.